What's up out there, YouTube? Welcome back to the Biker Vapes channel. Coming at you again from my garage on another beautiful Pacific Northwest day out here. Nice and rainy and cold, and it's Monday. You gotta love all those factors involved. So anyway, wanted to do a little review on what's probably, well, not probably, this for sure is my favorite tank out right now. And this is actually the second one that I bought. So this one I decided I'd leave in the box brand new until I could crack it down for this video and open it up. So I'll be using the old one on my mod for actually showing the vape quality or volume or what have you. But I wanted to do this one because even though this tank's been out for a couple months, I haven't seen a whole lot of reviews on it yet. So when I was actually researching it to see if it was one I really wanted to buy, I couldn't find a whole lot on it other than a couple of the popular channels that I watch. So I don't know, just figured I'd throw one up here and haven't put a video up in a while. So anyway, today we'll be taking a look at the Freemax Mesh Pro. And this one I went ahead and got in green because I've got the blue one on my Aegis Legend here. And I don't know, I mean the blue's still nice, but I just really like the green color for some reason, even though it doesn't really match the red on my Legend. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll take you down and take a closer look at the tank and we'll break it down and check it out. Alright, so here we are taking a look at the Freemax Mesh Pro up close. Like I said, I got the green one. I kind of thought that color looked pretty cool. But this is the packaging she comes in. Pretty standard there, and some specs on the back. It's just 25 millimeter tank, 6 milliliter juice capacity. That's with the bubble tank installed, which I'll show you in a minute. And then optional 5 mil and 4 milliliter juice capacity with the lower profile, narrower tank. And that varies with the type of coil you put in it too, because the triple or double triple and now the new quad coil they have for it actually take up quite a bit of room in the tank. So as you can see, the coils I just mentioned, you've got your Kanthal single, your Kanthal double, and your Kanthal triple mesh. Then you've also got the stainless steel 316 option for people that still like to temp control. And now that's, even though it's not listed on here, they just came out with a quad coil that I haven't actually tried yet. Not really sure I want to, because, you know, you reach a point where it's just like, how much is enough? But anyway, we'll go ahead and crack this thing open and take a look here. The rest of the packaging. Really nice box, actually. I like how Freemax packages these. And that nice easy pull slide there. So you pop it open here. You got the manual that comes in it, which is surprisingly all in English, which isn't something I'm used to with any of these products, so that's actually kind of nice that everything's in English for once. And then you got your tank and your components here, so you got your green, and that's the lower profile tank there, the narrower one. And then this is the bubble glass I was mentioning. That's the bigger one, which is what I'm probably going to use on this tank. Since these coils are so thirsty, it kind of helps to have that extra capacity in there so you're not having to refill quite as often. Then obviously your little moisture grabber there. Yeah, never eat those things. And then a baggie of extra O-rings, which are always nice to have, obviously. So let's see what coil this is here. If I can get it out of the box. That one's really in there. Okay, so this is your single Kanthal here. Your single Kanthal mesh, actually. I've never even used this coil, to be honest. Even on my first tank, I never tried it because it just didn't really seem like anything I was particularly interested in. You buy it for the extra coils, right? The fancier coils. So this has a nice top fill design. Just slide to open, you get a nice sound with it. You can hear it when it pops. So that's kind of nice. Removable drip tip. Then you got your gold-plated 510 connection down there. And this airflow is kind of different. You know, it's not clicky. There's really no noise to it. It's just kind of there. And it's pretty snug when you first get it, but it loosens up after a while. I found out on the other tank it becomes a little bit better. But typically on this tank, I started out running it about halfway open, and now I just run it wide open at 88 watts. or 88.8 watts because I'm a little OCD and I like all the numbers being the same, but so the airflow isn't really going to bother you a whole lot. So it comes pre-installed with, I believe, is the double mesh here. So yeah, double mesh coil down in there, and those guys are rated for 60 to 90 watts, which, yeah, I mean, I guess it's enough, but the real flavor on these tanks are out of those triple coils that I'm using, so I haven't even bothered with, I think I used the double coil before I got the triple coils, and flavor was pretty good on the double coil, but it's nothing like it is on the triple. So anyway, like I said, it comes with this extra glass piece here that I'll show you. If I can get the narrow glass piece off. Geez, that's a good seal on there. Ah, there we go. Good O-ring. Kind of stuck on there. Hopefully that didn't just mess up the seal on that O-ring, but anyway, we'll work that thing back on here and see what we can do with it. That's pretty good. Alrighty. So yeah, you stick your bubble tank on there, and this will give you that extra capacity if you don't want to refill as often. Which, like I said, is probably what I'm going to do. The only downside of the bubble tank I found is it actually makes the tank a little bit wider than your mod. So if you ever knock it over, there's a chance you're going to break this glass, but even if you do, I mean, you're down a bubble tank, but you still have the narrower profile, so it's not like you're totally out of commission. You kind of get that fishbowl with it, which is kind of different. I haven't really decided if I particularly like the look of that or not, or if I just kind of tolerate it. But like I said, there's always a downside of shattering your tank, so I mean, that's not really my favorite thing. So anyway, since I haven't had a chance to break in a triple coil yet to actually use in this tank, I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, use the older tank to show you the vape production on it. So we'll go back up top and I'll show you the blue tank at least. Alright, so here we are back up top with the Freemax Mesh Pro in the blue resin. Now, well, you can see that there, but the color's pretty nice on the blue too. I guess it just kind of depends on what your flavor is really, or not literally, but what your taste in colors is for whatever mod you want to use it on. Me, I don't really care if the colors match from the tank to the mod, obviously. So as long as they're colors I like, I'm fine with it. I don't really care. So anyway, we got the triple coil installed in here. Triple coil is rated from 80 to 110 watts. So mine, I played with a lot of airflow and a lot of wattage settings on mine before I found one I really liked. So now I've got it running 88.8 watts with wide open airflow at 3.7 volts and the coil's reading 0.15. So I've got, I believe, Candy King pink squares in here. So I'll show you how it vapes. So yeah, with that triple coil in there, awesome vapor production. And the flavor, the reason this is my favorite tank right now, and I will not use anything else until something else comes out, even though I can't compare it to the Falcon because I didn't buy one. The leaking issues that some guys said they were having didn't really seem like it was worth it to me because I'm kind of anal about tanks leaking. And I mean, I put this thing in my pocket so I don't want it leaking all over me. But the flavor in these things is awesome. And honestly, I've gone through a ton of tanks all the way back to, I had the Freemax Fire Loop Mesh, which is still a really good tank. It was the precursor to this with the mesh coils. And that flavor was good, but nothing like you get off of this, and nothing like the vapor production off of this. Of course, the downside of that is obviously your tank's going to be really thirsty, which it is. I mean, I refill this thing at least twice a day. Most of the time 3 or 4 times a day. So you're going through a good 20 mils of juice or something per day, roughly. But I also don't let it get below the notches where the cotton is. And that's the cool thing about these coils too, is Freemax actually figured out how to drill holes in the cotton and the wicking, so the juice actually can flow in and around the coils, and it's not just trying to suck it in all from one point. So you've got better wicking ability, and it actually keeps up. As long as you don't pull on these too hard, because that's a funny thing I learned about these. If you try to drag them too hard, so to speak, the wicking can't really keep up. So you kind of have to put some thought into how you're vaping and just take a normal breath and not really try to chief on the thing. But yeah, bottom line, as far as tanks go, this is hands down my favorite tank to date, without a doubt. And I'm a major flavor chaser, so the fact that I get excellent flavor out of this, plus the vapor production, is really awesome. And I can find them, what did I buy that one for? I found that, the green resin one for, I think, somewhere around like 26 bucks on eBay, so if you look around, you can find them for pretty good deals. It's well worth the money, and it's definitely not a take that's going to break the bank. So if you're a flavor chaser like me, this is definitely worth it, especially if you don't want to walk around dripping all the time or rebuilding. And me, I don't really have a lot of knowledge in rebuilding other than single coils or single wire coils. I don't do anything crazy like the stapled Aliens or stapled Claptons, things like that. I've never learned how to do it, and honestly, it just seems like a lot of effort. It's awesome what some of the guys do with those coils. It really is. It's actually a work of art, a lot of them. But I just don't really have the time or interest to go and try to build all of that crazy stuff. So, yeah, bottom line, if you're in the market for a tank, this is definitely one that you should check out. Obviously, you can check out the Falcon too, and let me know. I mean, if you don't see a lot of leakage out of there, maybe I'll try one, because I'd be really interested to see what the wood pulp does in that. But hands down, my favorite tank to date. Well worth your money, so give it a shot if you're looking for a tank. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. I'm always looking for more subscribers, and appreciate all the support I got on the channel. And I want to give a quick shout out to Jay Hayes. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. Love your videos. Anyway, y'all take care out there. If you're in weather like me, stay dry, and I'll see you for the next review.